Hey guys, it's Molly, and today I am at the gorgeous Botanic Gardens in Memphis, Tennessee, and we are going to be talking all about shooting in shutter priority. Now, I hope that you can hear me because this fountain is really, really loud, but the reason we're starting with this fountain is because I want to show you how shutter speed is going to impact the way your images look. First thing that we're going to do, obviously, is we've got to clean the lens, which, by the way, I've actually already done, but I thought it might be kind of fun for you guys to see what it's like to clean a lens through the lens. So I've got my lens pen. I'm just going to swirl around. Get everything nice and squeaky clean. This isn't exactly how I would compose this shot if I was trying to get, you know, a beautiful shot of a fountain. But for the sake of this video, I just really want to show you how your shutter speed is going to change the way that the water appears. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look around, and it's a little overcast today, so I'm going to adjust my ISO. I'm going to make it about 500. White balance for today, I'm going to keep my white balance actually in shade so that I can have those warmer tones. And now I'm going to change my setting to shutter priority. So remember that's going to be TV on a Canon or S on a Nikon. And I am going to choose the shutter speed in which to photograph this fountain. Now, this fountain is moving very quickly, and I do have my camera on a tripod today, but I'm going to show you what a shutter speed, how that's going to affect this image of this fountain. We're going to see how this turns out. I changed locations because it was getting a little crowded around the fountain. So you'll notice with these pictures that the shutter speed, the slower that my shutter speed is, that the hazier the water looks. And it looks actually better if you use a slower shutter speed because you get that mist, it just has that nice hazy look, and it looks like what we think of when we think of a fountain. Now, the faster the shutter speed, it still looks fine, but it freezes each little individual droplet so that it doesn't have quite the same effect. It doesn't capture quite as much movement because it really freezes the movement. There's a whole bunch of bees over by that cherry tree over there. I mean, there's tons of them. And the cherry tree is absolutely beautiful, and I love photographing. Actually, kind of this past weekend I did many sessions, and I loved putting my people in the cherry trees and just kind of having those hazy cherry blossoms out of focus in front of them. Thought it'd be fun to photograph the bees, and you could really see the difference in the shutter speed. So let's go try that. Now, if you guys ever come to Memphis, you have to visit the Botanic Gardens. It is beautiful. This place is breathtaking. And I promise I'm going to show you more than just close-ups of my face and a fountain. But one thing that I really love here is the Japanese gardens. And they have these beautiful, obviously, the cherry trees, but they have these beautiful, I mean, all different types of flowering trees. And they have this beautiful pond, and there are geese and gorgeous koi fish, which is what I'm going to photograph next because I figured these guys are moving. So we're gonna try and see if we can capture some movement with them. So here are the Japanese gardens, and guys, I mean, they are gorgeous. And one of my favorite parts are the little friends down here. There are the most gorgeous koi fish, and I'm gonna photograph them. Also, how cool is this little bridge that they have? Hey, little koi fish. And you can buy fish food up front and feed the koi fish, which is really fun, which I feel terrible because I did not bring any fish food. And had I been smart and gotten some, they would all be over here in a mad frenzy. Woo, friends. Now ignore the fact that I'm a bit of a hot mess today. But this lighting, hold on, that lighting, this lighting is gorgeous. Now I do have a suggestion. When you're taking someone's portrait, make sure that the light is behind them. It's going to be a lot easier on them. I was trying to film earlier and the sun kept shifting and it was getting in my eyes and I kept squinting, and you do not want your subject facing the sun because it's just going to have harsh lines on them and it's going to make them squint, and nobody looks good squinting. Now I'm still at the beautiful Botanic Gardens, and I'm telling you, this place is so peaceful, and you can kind of hear there's little fountains and there's ponds and the fish and the flowers, and there's all these little pockets here that are really nice. Like I've just kind of come into one of the little meditation gardens, and it's just really nice to kind of come here and get away. So shooting today in shutter priority. Shutter priority, I do have a few complaints about shooting in shutter priority. In order to get my shutter slow enough, I had to play with my ISO a bit, because my ISO, when it was up higher, when I had it up to 500, it was messing with me, like it wasn't letting me get slow enough. So you want to make sure that if you're going to be shooting really, really slow, if you want that slow shutter speed, make sure that your ISO is at like 100, because then you're going to really be able to slow it down and still get the correct exposure, but just with a slower shutter speed. Now, I did not photograph any people today, mainly because I'm trying to photograph a variety of things for you guys to see. So today I stuck with nature, the fish. I was hoping the geese would get in a fight, to be honest with you, because it's really funny when the geese fight and there's a lot of movement, and so I thought that could be kind of good to capture that, but it was all peaceful, so it's a little disappointing. But the fish were beautiful, and you know, the water was pretty. So this coming Wednesday, we're doing it, guys. We are ripping the Band-Aid off. We are going 100% manual. You are going to have 100% of the control over your camera, and as scary as that may sound, I promise you, it's not that bad. So we're going to be going to manual mode, which is what I shoot in and what you need to be shooting in, and so I think that you guys will really, really like having that control, and I think that it will take away some of the frustrations that I've dealt with in shooting in the aperture priority or the shutter priority mode. So I'm excited to go over that. Don't forget, we still have that giveaway from Lens Pen, and with that 3 set of the lens pens, we've got the Good Golly Quick Tips and Tricks book and the gift certificate from Impix. So make sure that you comment on one of my photography videos. Leave me a comment on Instagram at GoodGollyGal, and let me know that you've subscribed to my channel so that you can be you can have an additional entry into that giveaway. But I hope that you have subscribed. If not, please hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when I upload a video. And guys, thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful afternoon.